Hi everybody, so today I'm going to show you how to create a ceramic cornucopia. I have the back horn part here, a leaf coming off the edge that holds my little garlic, and a little pumpkin that are actually attached so that way they don't fall off. So obviously my form is bisque fired, makes the ting noise, but it is not bright and vibrant because it has not been glaze fired yet. So stay tuned for a glazed final look, but right now I'm going to show you how to create the form. All right, so I have my sample here to reference, and as you can see, I have prepared pretty much everything that I need to get going with this demo. So first I rolled out a slab of clay, and I used my paper template on top of the slab, and I cut the shape out with my needle tool. So that's ready to go. There's my slab. Notice it's kind of like a pizza shape almost for the base of the cornucopia. And then I rolled out a bunch of coils. I made a slab and I domed it so that way this could get ready to go on the front end of my cornucopia. I used a cookie cutter to cut out the shape of a leaf here, which I'll add to the front of the form soon. But let's get going with the actual form. So I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to use my spiky metal rib and go ahead and just score the top of my base here for the cornucopia. And remember, scoring, hashtag different directions. Check it out, nice and scored. My slab here for the front half of my cornucopia, I'm going to go ahead and score this. Score the other half. Notice how I've had it in this upside down U shape for a while, so we could start to set up the shape. Slip, add slip, and attach. So you can kind of see what I'm doing there. I'm going to use my favorite tool, the curved edge, to bring this clay up and push the clay down. That on both sides. Let's pick this up. It might actually be better to work on a board here, so let's do that. Okay, so now since I have a slab for the front of the cornucopia, I'm going to use these coils to start to build up the back half. So I'm going to go ahead and just score these up quickly. All right. So you could see my cornucopia form is starting to come together. Of course, this needs to be smoothed out, but there's the overall shape of the form. So you might notice on my cornucopia here that the back end is curved upwards. How are we going to do that? Well, I could take this and start to kind of push it up with my hands. Another thing you could do is get a chunk of clay, make like a little clay stick, as I like to call them, and hold up the end. So as it's drying, it starts to hold the shape upwards. Another thing I like to do is get the wooden paddle and just paddle the back end, which let me actually get the paddle to show you guys. You could tap it. I'm going to shape it. So we could do that. But right now I'm going to use the metal rib and just start to clean up my form before I get too far. You could take a leaf cutout and kind of put it on the inside of your cornucopia form here. Now notice the leaf will just drop straight onto the table, which we don't want that. We want the leaf to kind of hold its shape upright. So we might take another chunk of clay here that's temporarily drying. It'll keep that bent upward shape. Now a couple ways to get this leaf. You can go outside and get a leaf, roll the leaf into a slab of clay to get the shape. Or what I did for this one, I used a cookie cutter and just cut the shape out. So anyways, after you have your form, you add the leaf, and then maybe you might make a little pinch pop pumpkin that I have here in the process. And whatever you make, I want you to attach it to your leaf. So for example, this little pumpkin that I'm making, just like the one I made there, this is going to be attached here. And also, if this is hollow on the inside, please remember to poke a hole with your needle tool. You could poke it in the back, so that way it won't explode off of your piece later. But anyways, I'm going to finish this form up, but that's the general process to get started and going on your beautiful cornucopia form. Now, the last thing I want to say is when you're thinking of what to add to your leaf here, think about things that are meaningful to you during the fall and what types of foods you might be eating or enjoying with your family. Or even maybe it's something like a sport. Maybe you want to include like a little football or a pumpkin or a hot dog. Maybe you love hot dogs in the fall, or tamales, who knows. But whatever it is, customize your cornucopia, make it beautiful, clean craftsmanship, and I can't wait to see it. Thanks for watching.